Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we're going to learn how to create respond.io contact from Jotform submission. So here my objective is that I'm collecting my customers' data with the help of form submission, and I have created a form with the help of Jotform. So I want that whenever a new form submission is going to be done by any of my customers which I've created with the help of Jotform, automatically a contact should be created in my respond.io account. For that, what we have to do is we have to simply create an automation between Jotform and respond.io with the help of Pabbly Connect. Pabbly Connect runs on two concepts, that is trigger and action. In this process, my trigger application is going to be Jotform and my action application is going to be respond.io. If you want to learn how to do this automation, then let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we're going to learn how to create respond.io contact from Jotform submissions. So here my objective is that I am an owner of a business, and to collect the data of my customers, I have created a form with the help of Jotform. I want that whenever a new form submission is going to be done by any of my customers that I have created with the help of Jotform, automatically a contact should be created in my respond.io account. And how we're going to do that? For that, we're going to simply create an automation between Jotform and respond.io with the help of Pabbly Connect. So on the screen, you can see the website of Pabbly Connect, that is pabbly.com/connect. After browsing this website, we need to sign in to our Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. So as I'm an existing user, I'm going to sign in to my Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you can see the All Pabbly Apps window in front of you, in which you can see the 5 applications of Pabbly, from which we are going to select Pabbly Connect by clicking on Access Now. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. In order to start an automation process in Pabbly Connect, we need to create a workflow. For that, we have to click on the top right corner button right over here that says Create Workflow. Then a new dialog box is going to appear in front of you, which is asking for a workflow name. So I'm going to give a name to my workflow as Create Respond.io Contact from Jotform Submission. So this is the name that I want to give to my workflow. Next, it is asking for us to select a folder. On the left side of my screen, you can see I've created multiple folders in my Pabbly Connect account, from which I'm going to select a specific folder in which I want to save this workflow in. And how we're going to select the folder? For that, we have to click on this drop down arrow. So these are the folders that I've created in my Pabbly Connect account, and from these folders I'm going to select Jotform automations as the folder I want to save this workflow in. After giving a name to our workflow and selecting the folder, we're going to click on Create in order to create a workflow. A workflow is created in the name of Create Respond.io Contact from Jotform Submission. And there are two windows in front of you. One says Trigger, another says Action. Trigger and Action are the two most important steps of our automation process because our process depends on these two steps. Over here, Trigger says when this happens and Action says do this. That means our action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. Firstly, what we're going to do is we are going to set up our trigger step. For that, we have to click on this arrow right over here. And for the trigger application, we are going to select it as Jotform. So I'm going to select my trigger application as Jotform. And for the trigger event, I'm going to select it as New Respond. We have selected our trigger application as Jotform and trigger event as New Respond because whenever a new form submission is going to be done by my customers with the help of Jotform, automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response. Over here, you can see after selecting the trigger application and the event, Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. With the help of this unique webhook URL, we are going to connect Jotform with Pabbly Connect. So firstly, I'm going to copy this URL from here. After copying the URL, you have to follow the steps given here below in order to connect Jotform with Pabbly Connect. Firstly, we're going to open the form that I've created with the help of Jotform. So as you can see, this is the form that I've created with the help of Jotform. And now we're going to connect this form with Pabbly Connect so that whenever any of my customers are going to fill the form that I've created with the help of Jotform, automatically Pabbly Connect should capture the response of that form submission. How to connect Jotform with Pabbly Connect? For that, you have to click on Settings right over here. After click on Settings on the left side of my screen, you can see there are multiple options from which we are going to select integrations. After selecting integration, you can see a search bar is provided. On the search bar, we have to search for webhooks. So we are going to search for webhooks. We are going to select webhooks right over here. Over here it says add webhook. Over here we're going to paste the webhook that Pabbly Connect is provided us. Firstly, I'm going to erase the existing data, and then I'm going to paste the webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us. After that, I'm going to click on complete integration. As you can see that over here it says you have successfully created your integration. So this means that we successfully added a webhook. So now I'm going to open my Pabbly Connect account and the workflow that we have created. I'm going to scroll down. Over here it is saying waiting for webhook response. So now what we are going to do is we are going to check the connection between Pabbly Connect and Jotform is successful or not. How we are going to check that? For that, what we are going to do is we are going to do a test submission of the form that we have created with the help of Jotform, and we're going to check whether Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response of that form submission or not. For that, I'm going to open the form that I've created. So this is the form that I've created, as you can see right over here. And to do the test submission, we have to click on publish right over here, and then we have to click on open in new tab. After clicking on open in new tab, this is the form that I've created, which is asking for the first name, last name, email and the phone number. By filling this form and submitting it, the test submission is going to be completed. We are going to fill in all the details. Firstly, for the first name over here, I'm going to write it as dummy. Then for the last name over here, I'm going to write it as user01. Then for the email right over here, I'm going to write it as dummyuser01@pabblytuts.com. For the phone number over here, I'm going to write in a dummy mobile number. After filling all the details, I'm going to click on submit to do a test submission. As you can see that over here it says the submission has been received. So this means that we have successfully done the test submission. Now we're going to open the workflow that we have created in our Pabbly Connect account, and we're going to check whether Pabbly Connect has captured the response of this test submission or not. For that, I'm going to open the Pabbly Connect account, scroll down, and yes, as you can see right over here, a response is captured in our Pabbly Connect account. To tally the response, for the first name it says as dummy, last name as user01, email as dummyuser01@pabblytuts.com, for the phone number, dummy mobile number, and all the other details. So this means that we successfully connected Jotform with Pabbly Connect and our trigger setup is completed. After setting up our trigger step, we need to set up our action step. For that, you have to click on this arrow right over here. As our objective is that whenever a new form submission is going to be done by any of my customers with the help of Jotform, automatically a contact should be created in my respond.io account. So that's why we are going to select our action application as respond.io. So I'm going to select my action application as respond.io, and for the action event, we're going to select it as create contact. After selecting our action application and the action event, we're going to click on connect in order to connect respond.io with Pabbly Connect. Then a new window is going to appear in front of you, on which you have to click on add new connection. After clicking on add new connection, over here it is asking for the token. With the help of this token, we are going to connect respond.io with Pabbly Connect by following the steps given here below. How are we going to have the access of the token? Firstly, we have to open the respond.io account. So this is my respond.io account, and to have the access of the token, firstly you have to click on settings right over here. After clicking on settings, you can see there are multiple options given on the left side of the screen. We have to click on integrations. After selecting integration, over here it says developer API. We're going to click on edit right over here. After clicking on edit, you can see there are access tokens provided. So these are the tokens that Pabbly Connect is asking for. So I'm going to select a specific token, and how we're going to select that? For that, you have to click on this unhide button right over here. So this is the token. By clicking on it, we're going to copy the token. As you can see over here, it says copy to clipboard. I'm going to go back to Pabbly Connect, and I'm going to paste the token right over here. After that, we're going to click on save right over here. So as you can see that I've successfully connected respond.io with Pabbly Connect. After connecting, it is firstly asking for the identifier, and over here you can see there are two options from which I'm going to select email as the identifier. Next, it is asking for the identifier value. Over here it says identifier value of the contact that can either be an email or phone number. So over here we have to provide the identifier value which we have selected as email. So over here we have to provide the email. So now what we're going to do is, for entering this data, we are going to map the data. Mapping means inserting data from the previous step. So we're going to insert the data from the previous step in this automation process. And how we're going to map the data? For that, you have to click on this field right over here. As soon as you're going to click on this field over here, you can see an option is provided, that is Jotform new response. So this was the previous step of this automation workflow. As you can see right away, it says Jotform new response. By clicking on this arrow, You can see this was the same response that was captured in our previous step. Over here for the identifier value, as we want the email of the customer, I'm going to map the data of the email of my customer right over here. As I map the data right over here, the data has now become dynamic. That means whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the data right over here in place of this mapped value is going to be updated. Next, it is asking for the first name. We're going to map the data again. Click right over here, click on this arrow right over here. We're going to map the data for the first name. Next, it is asking for the last name. We're going to map the data again. I'm going to map the data for the last name right over here. Next, it is asking for the phone number. We're going to map the data for the phone number as well. So I'm going to map the data for the phone number right over here. After that, it is asking for the email. We're going to map the data for the email as well. So I'm going to map the data for the email right over here. Next, it is asking for the language code and all the other details. We're going to skip this part as we don't require these steps right over here. So after filling all the details, we're going to click on Save and Send Test Request. As you can see right over here, we have received a response, and the response that we have received for the message, it says contact added successfully. This means that a contact is created in our respond.io account successfully. To check whether the contact is added or not, for that I'm going to open my respond.io account. So as you can see, these are the contacts in my respond.io account, and now we're going to refresh the page. After refreshing the page, as you can see right over here, a new contact is created. I'm going to open this contact. For the name, it says dummy user 01. For the email, it says dummy user 01@pabblytunes.com. For the phone number, dummy mobile number. So this means that we successfully created an automation between Jotform and respond.io with the help of Pabbly Connect. But now for all of you guys, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do another test summation of the form that we have created with the help of Jotform, and we're going to check whether a new contact is going to be added into my respond.io account or not. For that, I'm going to open the form that I've created with the help of Jotform. So this is the form that I've created right over here, and we're going to do a test summation with the help of this form. For that, we have to click on Publish right over here, and then we have to click on Open a New tab. So this is the form. With the help of this form, we're going to do a test summation. It is asking for the first name, last name, email, and the phone number. I'm going to fill in all the details. As you can see that I've filled in all the details. For the first name as Smart, last name as account1, email as smartaccount1@pabblytunes.com. For the phone number, dummy mobile number. After filling all the details, I'm going to click on Submit to do a test submission. As you can see that over here, it says your submission has been received. Now I'm going to open a respond.io account, and I'm going to check whether a new contact is added to my respond.io account or not. For that, I'm going to open my respond.io account. I'm going to refresh the page. And yes, as you can see right over here, a new contact is added to my respond.io account. I'm going to open this contact. For the name, it says as smartaccount1. For the email as smartaccount1@pabblytunes.com. And for the phone number, dummy mobile number. So this means that we successfully created an automation between Jotform and respond.io with the help of Pabbly Connect. So now to sum up till now what we have done, here my objective was that as a business owner, I wanted to collect my customers' data with the help of the form that I've created with the help of Jotform. So here my objective is that whenever a new form submission is going to be done with the help of Jotform, automatically a contact should be created in my respond.io account of the same customer who have done the form submission. For that, I have created an automation between Jotform and respond.io with the help of Pabbly Connect, and this is how we create an automation between these two applications. So if you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment down below if you have any questions or doubts, and please share this video. Not just with these applications, you can create automation with the help of Pabbly Connect between multiple applications. If you have any doubts, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask your queries on forum.pabbly.com. If you have any queries regarding the pricing of Pabbly Connect, then you can check out this link. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment down below if you have any questions and doubts, and please share this video, and thank you for watching.